In the midst of a whirlwind of rumors, Prince Harry was pacing back and forth in his study. His mind was racing with thoughts he couldn't ignore. It had been tense weeks, with rumors circulating about his family and his past. Although he had always been prepared for the scrutiny that comes with being a member of the royal family, this felt different, personal. Now, as he waited for a mysterious meeting with an unknown informant, he couldn't help but wonder what secrets he was about to uncover. The rumors had spread. Harry's eyes scanned the tabloid headlines, his frustration growing with each glance. "Royal bastard, Harry's true father revealed," the headline screamed. The rumors had been circulating for months, but they seemed to be gaining strength. Harry tried to ignore them. "You know the truth, we know the truth," his wife Meghan would say, placing a reassuring hand on his arm. But the truth wasn't enough to silence the rumors. The media was relentless and the public devoured every detail. "Is Prince Harry the son of James Hoot?" a tabloid asked. The question seemed to come out of nowhere, but it spread like wildfire. What if it was true? What if Diana's affair with James Hoot had resulted in a child? The idea sent shivers down the spines of royal watchers everywhere. They couldn't help but wonder, had Diana lied to Charles about Harry's paternity? As the rumors gained traction, Harry found himself at the center of a media storm. Every move he made was scrutinized, and every word he spoke was analyzed. The pressure was suffocating, and Harry couldn't help but wonder, was it true? Was he really the son of James Hoot? The royal family's silence only fueled the speculation. Why weren't they speaking out? Determined to put an end to the rumors once and for all, Harry made a decision, stunning, undergoing a DNA test. The results would change everything, but not in the way anyone expected. In the shadows, a mysterious figure emerged, just when it seemed things couldn't get any worse. Questions swirled, each more tantalizing than the last. They denied the rumors, but did they know something they weren't letting on? The figure, a woman with piercing green eyes, stepped forward. "I have evidence," she hissed, her voice dripping with malice. "Evidence that Prince Harry is not who he believes he is. And I'm willing to share it for a price." The room fell silent, the only sound the soft murmur of anticipation. What secrets did this woman hold, and what would be the cost of revealing the truth about Harry's past? These rumors kept Prince Harry on edge and caused pain to his family. The royal family reeled in shock and pain as public rumors about Harry's paternity continued. The suggestion that Charles was not Harry's real father was a devastating blow to the family's reputation and personal relationships. Queen Elizabeth II, it was said, was inconsolable, feeling that her family was being torn apart by the vicious rumors. Prince Charles, according to reports, was consumed by anger and pain, feeling that his own son was being taken away from him. Meanwhile, Prince William struggled to accept the rumors, feeling that his own family's legacy was being tarnished. The rumors had unleashed a torrent of emotions within the royal family, leaving them vulnerable and desperate to return to normalcy behind palace doors. The wedding of Prince Charles and Lady Diana Spencer on July 29, 1981 was a fairy tale come true. The young couple was deeply in love, and their union was seen as a breath of fresh air for the British monarchy. The early years of their marriage were full of hope and promise, full of hope and happiness. Carlos and Diana were busy with the arrival of their children, William and Harry, further solidifying their love and commitment to each other. However, over time, tensions and rumors began to surface, testing their relationship and the future of the monarchy. Although they fulfilled their royal duties, they also found time for each other. They shared a love for sports, music, and the arts, and their relationship was filled with laughter and joy. However, over time, cracks began to appear in the facade of their perfect marriage. Prince Carlos's affair with Camilla Parker Bowles, which had begun before his marriage to Diana, continued unabated. Diana, who had been deeply in love with Carlos, was devastated by his infidelity. The pain of Carlos's betrayal, combined with the pressure of royal life, took a toll on Diana's mental health. She began to struggle with depression, anxiety, and bulimia. Despite her best efforts to hide her problems, the tension in their marriage became increasingly evident as Diana's issues intensified. Carlos became more distant, immersing himself in his work and his affair with Camila, leaving Diana feeling isolated and alone. The couple's arguments became more frequent and heated, and their marriage began to unravel at the seams. The final blow came in 1992, when Andrew Morton's book, Diana, Her True Story, was published. Based on secret interviews with Diana, the book revealed the depth of her unhappiness and the infidelity that had destroyed her marriage. The publication of the book marked the beginning of the end of Carlos and Diana's marriage. In 1995, Carlos and Diana's marriage officially came to an end. The divorce was a complicated and public affair, with both parties involved in a bitter game of he said, she said. The divorce was finalized in 1996. Diana was stripped of her title of Royal Highness. Despite the fairy tale wedding and initial happiness, the couple's relationship was ultimately doomed by Charles' infidelity and the pressures of royal life. The legacy of their troubled marriage is still felt to this day. As the fairy tale of Charles and Diana's marriage began to crumble, the young princess found herself increasingly isolated and alone, with Diana's secret love as her only solace. In 1987, tragedy struck when Monarchy died in a motorcycle accident. Diana was devastated, her world shattered by the loss of the man she loved. She sank into a period of mourning, withdrawing from public life as she struggled to accept her loss. The royal family, sensing her vulnerability, closed ranks around her, trying to keep her relationship with Monarchy, a scandalous romance, a secret. However, Diana knew she could not hide her feelings forever. It was during this dark period in her life that Diana met Barry Monarchy, a handsome and charming bodyguard assigned to protect her. Monarchy was everything Charles was not: kind, attentive, and genuinely interested in Diana's well-being. As they spent more time together, Diana was drawn to Monarchy's warm and gentle nature. She began to confide in him, sharing her deepest fears and insecurities. Monarchy listened with a sympathetic ear, offering words of comfort and reassurance. Their friendship blossomed into something more, with Diana and Monarchy sharing stolen moments whenever they could. It was a whirlwind romance filled with passion and emotion, but their love was forbidden, and they knew they had to be careful. The royal family would never approve of Diana's relationship with a commoner, let alone a bodyguard. Diana began to see James Hewitt, a handsome and charming army officer who had been assigned to teach her horseback riding. The relationship was intense and passionate, with Diana pouring her heart out to Hewitt. He listened with a sympathetic ear, offering words of comfort and reassurance. However, their love was not without controversy. Hewitt was a commoner, and the royal family did not approve of Diana's relationship with him. As Diana's relationship with Hewitt deepened, the media began to take notice. The scandal of the princess's affair with a commoner was too juicy to resist, and soon the headlines were filled with stories about Diana's latest romance. The royal family was horrified and did everything possible to keep the affair a secret. In 1989, Camilla's marriage to Andrew Parker Bowles began to crumble. The couple had been having problems for years, and Camilla's affair with Charles had finally taken its toll. Andrew, a charming but troubled man, had been aware of Camilla's infidelity for years but had turned a blind eye. The divorce was a public and unpleasant affair, with both parties engaged in a bitter game of mutual accusations. Camilla emerged from the divorce with a generous settlement and newfound freedom. Meanwhile, Charles's marriage to Diana was falling apart. The fairytale wedding had been a sham, with Charles's heart belonging to Camilla. Diana, feeling her husband's infidelity, grew increasingly desperate and isolated over the years. Diana's affairs had been a desperate attempt to fill the void left by Charles's infidelity. She had sought solace in the arms of other men but ultimately found only pain and suffering. In the shadows of the British monarchy, a secret affair was brewing. Charles, the future King of England, had met Camilla Shand, a charming and beautiful socialite, at a polo match in 1970. The two had instantly connected, sharing their love for each other, forces and nature. As their friendship deepened, Carlos and Camilla felt drawn to each other in ways they could not ignore. Despite Carlos's engagement to Lady Diana Spencer, the affair became a tangle of secrets and lies. Carlos and Camila would sneak away to avoid detection, exchanging passionate letters and gifts. Camila became Carlos's confidant, his partner in crime, and his soulmate. The forbidden romance continued to burn, with the couple becoming increasingly bold in their encounters. However, they knew their social circle would never approve of their relationship. Diana, defiant, refused to back down even under intense scrutiny. Her relationship with Huck continued, with the couple sneaking away to avoid detection. But their love was not meant to last, and they eventually went their separate ways. In 2005, Charles and Camila finally united in marriage. The civil ceremony took place in Windsor Guildhall and was a discreet event with only a handful of guests present. The couple had faced intense scrutiny and criticism in the years leading up to their wedding, but they refused to back down as they exchanged their vows. Charles and Camila knew that their love had conquered all. They had weathered the storm of public opinion and emerged stronger and more in love than ever. The wedding marked a new chapter in their lives, one that would be filled with love, laughter, and an ever-deepening commitment to each other. Despite the controversy surrounding their relationship, the couple knew that their love was authentic. The legacy of the tangle of deceit and betrayal that surrounded Charles and Diana's marriage had far-reaching consequences. The scandals, broken vows, and shattered trust contributed to a toxic environment that eventually gave rise to rumors threatening to destroy the prince's reputation.